everyone doing today? Today is free one card pulls. We're going to do that for 15 minutes. You guys can ask your question in any format. Just make sure you guys are following the rules is all I ask. If you want a free question, I ask that you like the live stream. It's only fair. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of people in here today. So we are doing free readings right now, one card pulls. You guys can ask any question and make sure you're following the instructions. Make sure you're liking the live stream and then post your question in the chat. If you need to know any other information, check out the description. There's a section there on how to get added to the free list. Joan, I am getting a maybe. Let's see. More likely yes. More than likely yes. Maybe that just means it'll take time to kind of build up. Maybe it won't happen like right away. Emily, I am getting a yes. Follow your intuition on this. We have the High Priestess as well as the Page of Wands and Eight of Wands. I feel like this person expressed interest in you and therefore it caused some problems. Thoughts and feelings, please. Thoughts and feelings. We have King of Cups. So this is someone with, let's see. I feel like, is this romantic? Please show me spirit. Is this romantic? Is this romantic? Okay, so this person is interested. I wouldn't say that it's a full-on romantic interest or crush. I would say it's kind of right there in between right now, where they're open to something more or the possibility of something more with you. But as of right now, it just stands in like a friend type of energy. I have the King of Cups, so I feel like Spirit is saying this person's mature and someone that can be trusted. But they are kind of like in between right now. As far as like romantic interest or not, I think they'd be fine either way. Yeah. You're welcome, Emily. I said, oh my God, T. Sarah, hello and welcome back in. I'm so glad to see you. Sarah, thanks for the donation. I'll confirm the list in just a second. Please ignore the donations closed soon thing. It's just basically saying that I'm on a timer tonight. You have 60 minutes to donate. Just ignore that part. Okay, beautiful love. So he keeps the pictures because he still thinks that there might be something here between you guys, beautiful love. He's showing that he's thinking of a bunch of different options, but I feel like even if you seem from the outside to like he's burning a bridge with you, I think that he's at a place right now where he's still not sure what way it's going to go. Therefore, he doesn't want to just yet publicly display anything on social media, take things down people will start talking. I feel like he's just kind of not ready to really pull that, like take the plunge, you know, like he's not fully ready to commit to the separation. Thank you guys for following the rules. Also, thank you guys for liking the live stream. If you are new here, make sure you say hello in the chat. Let us know you're new and make sure that you get your free question answered. We're doing 15 minutes of free ratings right now. Donations are open and they'll only be open for about 50-ish more minutes. Roses, I have the Emperor card, so this is someone who's giving like father figure, authority figure. Maybe there's someone with a child. If this doesn't resonate for you, this is just somebody who's very much alpha male, masculine energy. They're here to provide stability, consistency. There's someone of authority, so I feel like there's someone who really likes to take the lead. What other adjectives do I have here? This could indicate an older man or someone a bit older than you. But this is a masculine energy. I'm getting that this is a male. So it could be a father figure, or it could be someone who is a father, or someone in place of authority, like a manager, or this could just be generally like a very masculine person. Yeah, I'm getting man. That's pretty much the extent of what I'm able to get from this. Amy, yeah, I know, we're friends. Okay. Thank you, Luna. You're welcome. Hey, Terry, how are you? Welcome in. What is keeping Kyle from expressing himself? Oh, it resonates. Okay, good, Roses. I'm glad. What is keeping Kyle from expressing himself? Let's see. Eight of Cups. Terry, I feel like this is the type of person who doesn't really like to attach themselves to things. They like to kind of just be open-minded and go with the flow, live in the moment. I don't think that this person right now, at least, is really wanting to put too much pressure on the connection, and maybe just wants to kind of see how it goes, possibly. The Eight of Cups kind of indicates like abandoning the situation, not really putting too much effort or pressure on something. It can indicate also like looking deeper, looking within, self-discovery. So this is the type of person, the energy that they're in right now, where they're kind of just like, I just kind of want to see what happens. I'm not too worried about like really getting serious about it. I just feel like they're kind of in this place where they're kind of, it's weird because I'm like, the word being private like keeps coming through, but that's not quite right. I don't think they're necessarily a private person when it comes to this kind of stuff. I just feel like they're just kind of withdrawn. Like, I feel like they're kind of unattached to the outcome, and so maybe that's why they're not really feeling the need to say anything to you. Bella Luna. Bella Luna, I am getting a yes. I have the Sun and the King of Swords. So you're bringing in King energy, which we like to see because this indicates someone mature. The Sun can also indicate someone who has a child, like who is a dad. But another interpretation is timing. So this could come during Leo season specifically, which I think people said was like July 23rd to August, mid-August. I don't know for sure what the dates are off the top of my head. But this is someone who either is a Leo or fire sign. The King of Swords here could also be Gemini, but we're touching a lot on summer months here, June to July, July to August kind of thing. So I feel like that's just a double confirmation that your person's coming in for you. So just keep that in mind. He is, and I don't like it. All right, let me confirm some donations here. Oh my goodness, Sarah, I just saw what you donated. Holy moly. So Sarah, are we doing for you? Did you have a specific question for those love readings, or did you want to get like 2 9-card readings? Of course, that's okay. I just want to make sure that I understand. Because I have a 9-card love spread, right? Where I ask like a bunch of different questions, like their feelings, their wants, intentions, that kind of thing. Or did you have a specific question that you wanted answered for those 2 readings? Okay, perfect. So we'll do the 9 cards. And then you said you had also a question. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do 2 9-card readings, and then we'll answer 1 question also. Okay, perfect. Let me see if there is anyone else who donated. And then 2 questions. Got it. 2 minis. Okay. I understand. Oh, and 1 question. Okay. Got it. 1 question. So we have about 1 more minute of the free list. So if anyone is in here would like a question answered, it does not have to be a yes or a no. Get those questions in right now before the list closes. Or I should say the free list closes. All right. So Sarah, we are on to donations now. So if you can let me know who you want these readings on. You can give a sun sign, an initial, a name, whatever you feel comfortable with. cards on the Taurus. Okay, so for how they feel about you, we have the devil. So I'm viewing that as like you are his crutch. You are kind of like maybe you are his weakness, so to speak. The devil to me indicates that he's very much attached to you, that he has a very difficult time letting you go, that you are satisfaction to him, gratification to him, you are sexually stimulating to him, and there is a sensual chemistry here. But he views you very much as something that he can't let go of or he can't walk away from, and it's difficult. So it could be just like almost like an addiction, if that makes sense. The devil is usually the things that keep you from being the best version of yourself. I'm not saying that he feels that you are a bad thing, but he's using you like a substance abuse, like if someone's addicted to drugs or to alcohol or I don't know, food, something like that. It's like almost like he can't quit you. Like I hear him saying like, I can't quit you. Is that from The Notebook? I don't know, something like that, where it's just very hard for him to walk away from you. Or maybe that's Brokeback Mountain. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I think it's a quote. But his true intentions is, I feel, to give you something, to make an offer to you. The Ace of Pentacles can very much mean like giving you something physical, like his body or a gift. But the Ace of Pentacles also means wanting to just give you the world, want to give you a serious offer, something that you can reach out and touch, like a tangible thing. So I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, as far as his intentions, it makes me feel like he's saying, I want to give you something real. With what you want, I think you're looking for more words of affirmation as well. So the Page of Cups here being for what you want makes me feel like you're looking for him to be more expressive. You want him to actually, hey Terry, thank you, I will add you to the list. You're wanting him to be more, I don't know, vocal, I guess, via messages or calls. You're wanting him to put more of his heart on his sleeve is what I'm getting. And what he wants, I feel, is like he wants an understanding with you, where you guys can be on the same page, because ultimately he really, I feel like he has faith in this connection, or he is wanting to have faith in this connection. The star here indicates hope and happiness and rejuvenation. I kind of get from this card too that he feels like he wants things to be easier, he wants things to be more calm, and that kind of leads me into what your strengths are. So you guys are able to bring peace to one another's lives, but I think more than anything, he wants your relationship to be at peace. I think he wants to see certain things fulfill. or be fulfilled within your connection. Okay, Sarah. Are you talking about for the next reading? Is that what you're saying for the next one? In regards to your strengths, we have the 6 of Swords. Hey, Taka, thank you. I'll add you to the list in just a second. You'll be after Terry, okay? For those of you who can't hang around, make sure you leave your questions with me. So for the strengths, he's saying that he feels like you guys are stronger when you're closer in proximity. Like when you guys are physically close, he feels like that would be the strength of the connection. It's basically like the exact opposite. Your weakness is when you're far apart. He thinks that you guys thrive and do much better when you're not living at such a distance from each other. And so he must be viewing this as like really your only challenge, maybe. The energy around the relationship is the Queen of Cups, meaning that you guys are really thinking with your hearts, even though you know it's probably for the best to think with your head to make more practical and realistic decisions. But I feel like with the Queen of Cups, you can't help how you feel is kind of the energy, that you have deep feelings and deep interests in one another, and you feel like one another plays a significant role in each other's lives. We have what's hidden as the 3 of Pentacles, and maybe what you don't realize is that you guys are very dedicated to one another. This may be something, hey Becca, how are you? You guys are very dedicated to each other, and like you may feel, oh, I'm very dedicated to him, and he may think I'm dedicated to her, but what y'all don't realize is that you're very dedicated to one another. As far as will the relationship be successful, I did pull a yes. I have the Knight of Cups, and so it's like kind of the message I just received is like the only way this is going to work is romantically. Like there's no way you guys can just be friends with one another. This is bound to be like a lovers kind of situation, like where you guys are life partners. You can be friends and lovers, but you can't just be friends. It's kind of what they're showing me. That's the only way this relationship will work, is if you guys are able to develop it in a more physical way. All right, so Sarah, you originally wanted a second 9-card reading, but my understanding is now you just want to ask a question instead. So we're doing the 1 9 card I took care of, and then we're doing 1 mini. No, we're doing two 10 cards is what we're doing. We just did the 9 card, and now we're doing two 10 cards, right? Got it. Okay. So for your first 10 card reading, let me know what your question is. And if you're ready, you can also post your second 10 card question. And then we should be redeemed, I believe. right, so Terry's doing 2 minis. And Taka is doing, I believe, a 9 card reading. Taka, is that correct? You're doing a 9 card reading? All right, let's see. Will Sarah be successful and enjoy being a psychiatric nurse practitioner? Would be good for her. Perfect. Taka got it. Spirit, will Sarah be successful as a psychiatric nurse practitioner? Please show me a yes or a no. Will she enjoy being a psychiatric nurse practitioner? Will it be good for her? Please show me a yes or a no. Anything else she needs to know about this? Okay. So I am getting yes, yes, and yes on all three. I'm going to elaborate a little bit more. As far as will it be successful, I am getting a yes. I have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. When it comes to success, we love to see pentacles. We love to see that it's actually going to bring you in financial wealth. And I'm also seeing that, like, people are really going to take to you. Like, they're really going to love you, Sarah. I'm getting that, like, this is just such a good profession for you to be in. You'll be so helpful, but you're going to be so appreciated. And that's part of why you're going to enjoy this. Are there going to be hard days? Yes. I have the Lovers here, which is the only card in this deck that says yes and no. But overall, I'm getting green lights all the way through. And I think the only reason is because it is hard. This job, I'm sure there's going to be many days that make you question things and make you wonder if this is what you want to be doing, because it is a job at the end of the day. And I think also you might be the type of person that takes work home with you. It might be hard for you to detach yourself from situations that are going on and from your patients itself. But as long as you can find a healthy way to disconnect, I think you'll be okay. And I really see people just celebrating you. I think that people are really going to just think that you've changed their life. Like, I just feel like people are just, you know, they cling to you. They're very drawn to you. And, you know, it's like kind of like if they see you again or have the chance to see you again, it's like they make a request to see you. You build that type of relationship with people where they feel very comfortable with you. And I think that's something that needs to be highlighted here. A mental health nurse for the homeless right now, but I want to go back to school. Yes, for sure. That's why I do Reiki now. That's awesome. Well, you're definitely in the right path. I have that it will be good for you. I have the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. So it will definitely be good. You're going to provide people emotional maturity and stability. So you're going to give them tools that they need to help them basically build a better life. What I'm seeing here with the Page and the King is that, like, they start off with you kind of underdeveloped, and then by the time that they walk away from you, you've given them the tools to grow and expand their mind and improve their life. So seeing the page to the king, it kind of makes me think like the page is the youngest court card, the king is the oldest court card, and on an emotional level, you kind of help them through from the very beginning to the end, almost like you see it through, or you give them the tools they need. So, when someone goes, for example, when someone goes into therapy, they're probably in a really rough spot, right? So they're a page, but then through working with you and whoever else, learning these modalities, learning how to work through these things, then they're on the other side of it. And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing is they start off maybe not in the best shape, but you get them to where they need to be. So I'm not sure if what you're looking to do is to, instead of just helping them one time or a couple of times, you want to be with them and hold their hand through the process, if that's kind of what I'm picking up here. But something is transitional. Something is where you take them from like maybe when they weren't their best to now their life is so much more improved, so much better. One thing I asked as far as like what you would need to know about this, going back to school, they are showing me your love life will take a hit. Your love life is going to be on the back burner during this process. I have the King of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, King of Swords, as well as the Nine of Wands. So as far as your love life goes, it's going to take a hit. It's going to be not the priority. It's going to be kind of difficult to foster a romantic relationship, but they are showing me that this is you leveling up. Irregardless of that, you are learning, you are seeking knowledge, you are, but Spirit is kind of saying that if you do, it's not that it's never going to happen for you, but it's going to be delayed because you're going to be very much focused on, you're going to be so busy. Like, Sarah, look at your life now. You're busy now, and this is just going to add to that. So they are saying like something you need to be aware of is this, but overall I'm getting applause. Like, basically go ahead and do this is kind of what I'm getting. You love science and you want to help the world. Yeah, so maybe you already knew that, but I guess they just wanted to show you again or tell you again, or I guess confirm that will happen. Yeah, your love life will be affected. Now, I don't know about anything else outside of that, like hooking up and things might be an option still, but you won't be able to maintain a relationship because you won't be able to dedicate the proper time to it that you would need to. So Sarah, let's work on your third question, your 10 card reading. Let me know what your third question is. Hey, Jennifer. After Sarah, we have Terry, then Taka, then Jennifer. Let me update that list. Donations are still open. We have about 25 minutes before they close. Jennifer, thanks for the donation. I added you to the list. If you're not able to hang around, just leave your question with me and I'll timestamp, okay? Oh, I see. Yeah, you guys are very, very busy. All right. So, Spirit, please show me a yes or a no. Will B, Taurus, and Sarah partner up as medical humanitarians in the future? Please show me a yes or a no. Oh my gosh, Sarah, I love this. You got a yes, but it's the Two of Cups. That literally means partnership, union, unity, coming together on a united front. Partners. Wow, mutual respect. We have a yes, Two of Cups. That's probably the perfect card to come through. So I'm being shown that this will transform into something more than it is. So remember how in like the first reading I did, or like the last reading I did for you with him, when I was like, it seems like in order for the relationship side to work, it has to be more than friends. Like this connection can't be anything other than at least a romantic partnership. But you guys could be like friends and lovers, but you couldn't just be friends because it's just the chemistry is just too much. But I'm feeling like your connection can level up here into something much bigger than even the two of you. Yeah, I have that you guys have aligned passions. We have the Ace of Wands and the Sun. So it's like two is better than one. Like it gives you guys this power, like this magic, because you guys have passions that are aligned with one another. So that's kind of like the driving force, since everyone knows there's power in numbers. So it's almost like you guys are a force to be reckoned with. Oh my god, 10 of Cups! Are you kidding me? So this is being in harmony together, having that stability and that security. I want to say that this partnership leads to romance, leads to like a more grounded relationship. This partnership will do that. So either you guys are already in a relationship and decide to do this together, or that's what leads to the relationship. But they're kind of showing me that it's going to go hand in hand. Did you have any questions about this? Would you like confirmations on anything? Wow, it's so cool. I hope he likes the idea. Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. You're welcome. Okay. So next up we have Terry. Terry, if you're ready, you can post your question. Thank you, Sarah. after Terry, we have Taka and then Jennifer after that. Donations are going to close in 16 minutes. So make sure you guys are putting in those orders. Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Alright, we're gonna give Terry just another minute. Taka, if you can please post your person's name, initial, or sun sign, so that way I can get started on your reading. Beautiful love, thank you. Let me, wait, where's my phone now? With my phone. Thanks, guys. I'll confirm those donations. I don't know what happened. I lost my phone in the blankets. So I'm trying to find my phone right now. Alright, I'm gonna call my phone real quick. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, found it. Sorry, guys. Alright. So Beautiful Love said she donated. Nita said she donated. Woo. Having hot flashes. By the way, Lena, can I ask a question with the 9 card? If not, I can donate $1 more to make it 10. Yeah, Taka, that's okay. Yeah, just make it 10 even, and whatever question you have, we'll just add it in to the reading. That works. Okay. Thanks, Terry. Sorry, it was like everyone kind of came in at the same time. So I have to like address everything at once. So give me 2 seconds. 5. Alright, let's start from the beginning. So we have Terry's question. Beautiful Love says 1 yes, no, and a BOGO. Yes, no, and BOGO. Got it. Vetus donated for a mini. Taka says posting question early. So Taka, just to confirm, for you. You want me to do the 9-card spread. And also ask, in addition to the 9-card spread, what are the Sag's thoughts after seeing you? Is that correct? Jennifer, that sounds good. All right, so Jennifer, I've got your question. Okay, Terry. Oh, let me confirm the list of donations as well. Just so everyone knows where they're at. Queen, thank you, girl. I'll add you to the list. Give me a second, Queen. I will add you on. You'll be after Vetus, okay? You won't see your name on the list for a second, but you're on my list, my personal list, okay? All right. So Terry says, I would like to know who Xavier is to me. Who is Xavier to Terry? Who's Xavier to Terry, please? I know, Becca. I haven't watched it because I want to kind of wait till the episodes build up a little bit. I don't want to wait week to week. But I do know it was like June 16th or something, right? I'm very excited to watch it. You're welcome, Queen. Who is Xavier to Terry, please? Oh, I'm so excited. I love that show, man. It's so freaking good. Who's Xavier to Terry? Yes, Queen, I can do that. I will put typed here for you. Terry, this is a interesting situation. It almost feels like this is someone who you feel you need to be guarded with, but you also like wish to pursue and figure out who this person is. There's kind of like a little message here of like past life, but I'm not getting the whole picture. What I can tell is that this person, you lost this person before, and if that doesn't resonate for you for this life, then just know that you've been in their energy before previously, like in another time. And it feels like you lost them or they lost you to death. Um, they're kind of showing me like in a battle, like maybe by a sword or they lost you fire. I don't know. I'm getting like it was kind of a violent thing, like a violent death is kind of what I'm getting. So I feel like there definitely is like some kind of past karma going on here. Oh, and he knows that. He expressed that to me and has been emotional ever since I came into his life. Oh my gosh. Does it resonate with you that either you or him would have been royalty? Like king and queen, prince and princess? Because I see someone sitting on a throne with a lot of money. Who is this person to Terry? Prison? There's also something about being imprisoned. You can. Yeah, there's also like this feeling of being imprisoned. So either stuck in a prison or maybe feeling trapped during death, possibly. I would be interested to see if you or him have claustrophobia. Something feels like trampled or stuck somewhere and can't get out kind of thing. But it seems like a very sudden way to go. Let's see, how are they connected? Physical and emotional. Damn, that is crazy. Yeah, the world is kind of just showing me complete. Like definitely something ended here between you guys. Is this romantic in nature? I'm like, was he your son? Like, was he your husband? Was he your child? Maybe he was your child? No, that's not right. Well, maybe. Yeah, I have a page. So I was like, was he a child? Was he a husband? And I got a page. So it's kind of like a child energy here. And I almost feel like once he lost you, then he kind of lost everything. Like his fortune or his money. Oh, interesting. Because remember I said trampled. Do You remember when I said that? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was a kid to you. Maybe he was a child to you. But you know, we travel with our soul family and they become different things to us in every life if they decide to reincarnate. So, you know, just because he was a kid in one life doesn't mean he will be in this life. You know what I mean? Obviously. Was a field. Interesting. Very interesting. Aww. Yeah, he might have been a child. He might have been your child. I'm not even kidding. Let's see. Any other information you can provide? Yeah, they just keep going through like it was sudden, like, and then he had to start over the full. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, girl. What is your second question? Welcome. Didn't you say you had 2 minis, Terry? Okay, Taka, just to confirm, you wanted me to do the 9-card spread and ask your question about the Sag, right? Just to confirm. No need to repost. I'd like to know how this connection will with. Is that supposed to say Corey? Oh, Ray. Got it. Thank you. How will this connection with O-Ray be? How will this connection with O-Ray be? Yeah, Taka, I can do that. Absolutely. You got it. How will the connection go? How will the connection with O-Ray be? So Terry, I'm getting that this person could be possibly like a good compatible match for you. Maybe, well, hold on. Spirit is telling me something else. Let's get some more information here. Oh, okay. Wait, what? What the fuck? What is going on, Spirit? Give me more confirmation. This is why I'm confused. You have the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and then the 2 of Cups. So I don't know. Maybe this means like a on again, off again dynamic. How is connection be? So yeah, Terry, this connection might be, before it gets fully grounded, this might be something that's on again, off again. If this is a romantic partnership, or even if it's a friendship, this might be something where you guys are very like compatible and communicative, and things seem to be flowing and going well. And then suddenly there might be disconnect or interference here with the connection, and then you guys come back together. So it's like kind of feels like on again, off again. Or like you guys have your ups and downs. Now, I do feel like this connection can get grounded, and it will eventually, but not before you guys go through this like roller coaster type of situation. Nothing's really set in stone here. It does feel like it's kind of up in the air, but what I'm getting is that you guys get on really well, and yeah, it's good. And then maybe there's like separation or something. Maybe the distance too, possibly here, because you said he lives in Mexico. So with the 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and 2 of Cups, the 3 of Swords kind of coming in between, feeling that painful separation between the two of you might be something that's like a big factor here in the connection. Honesty is really important, and equal effort is going to be really important to this connection. And speaking the truth to one another, being very open and honest to one another is going to really help and benefit the connection as well. How does he feel towards Terry, please? How does he feel towards Terry? He feels a little out of control, out of his depths. So you might make him feel out of control. You might make him, he might like have a lot of thoughts about you and feel like he can't really control himself or have self-discipline. Maybe he could feel like this would be a missed opportunity. Like maybe he feels like it would work if you guys were closer, but maybe he worries like this is kind of out of reach. But he looks to you as a wish coming true. He feels happy and rewarded to know you. He feels like it's an honor to know you, and that he's lucky to know you. He feels like you're incredibly kind to him. You give off, Terry, to a lot of these people this radiant, sunshiny demeanor, and so he's really drawn to that. Yeah, that's what I got for you, girl. All right, so next up we have Taka with a 10 card. And the 10 card is going to be on Sag. You're welcome, Terry. Thanks for the donation. Hard being Gemini and Venus. I'm Gemini and Venus. Yeah. It'll stabilize though. Your romance will get connected, or sorry, get grounded. Josie, no, it's not too late, but I am about to close. But no, it is not too late. You can still donate. You'll probably be my last person. If I can do it, you can do it. We'll just put it that way. I had to kiss some serious frogs before I got here. All right, so Taka, I am shuffling for you right now. Make sure all my cards are in order. No, serious. And Brennan got lucky because he had one very serious relationship before me. But that's it. That's all. That's all he had to do is go through one serious relationship. And he got to me fast. So I don't know. He must have learned some lessons before me or something because I had to go through a lot of people. All right, so Queen R, and then we have Josie with the mini. Thanks, Josie. Okay, so guys, really quickly, I'm going to update the list just so everyone knows where they are. And we are going to go ahead and close the list. Anyone that's in here right now that would like to add to their reading or donate, I will honor it if you're in here right now. But outside of that, I am going to have to close the list. Yes, Eliana, you can donate. Yep. Yes. Perfect. All right, so we'll add Eliana to the list here. And then we will be rolling through these readings in a second. All right, so that is the list. If you guys can't stick around, it's okay. Leave your question with me and I will timestamp your reading. What were Sag's thoughts towards me after we saw each other today? Saw each other today. Eliana, of course. Thank you. What were Sag's thoughts? Ooh, okay, so Taka. I don't know if you asked about this person. I feel like you might have asked about them before, but something about you just has these men feeling all kinds of ways. And I'm getting definitely like sexual tension and chemistry here. We have the Ace of Wands. So as people know, the wands are very phallic shaped by nature. And so that paired with the fact that wands mean passion and fire energy and lust and desire and all of those things, one can only assume he was highly attracted to you and thinking sexual thoughts after seeing you. So let's see, what else do we have here? He was trying to come across very confident. I think he was thinking to himself, I hope that she sees me as like a man. That's kind of what I'm getting, is that he likes being admired and respected for his manliness. I don't know how else to word that. What am I trying to say? His masculinity. He like hopes that he's being perceived by you and through your eyes as like a good and ideal mate, partner, person. Like he wants to come across very put together, very mature. Like, you know, he wants to think in his head that you look at him as like an ideal partner. Let's see. I do feel like he was conflicted inside, trying not to show maybe the chaos that you you incite within him. We have the Knight of Swords, so that's giving that he was feeling like he wanted to follow some urges and he really had to hold back. Now, it does indicate that he might have wanted to be impulsive. He kind of like, I don't know, did he say something to you that was kind of, did he say anything to you at all? Like that was kind of like, oh, that's new. Oh, that's different. Because he's kind of like showing that he wanted to appear like manly, but also intelligent at the same time. Let's see. What were his thoughts? What were his thoughts? Oh, that's the word I was trying to think of. Status. Like he wanted to be perceived as someone of status, like a person of means, a provider, a producer. Like he wanted to appear that like he has his shit together. Like that's what I was trying to articulate initially. He was a bit more social, but he came off more guarded, if that makes sense. Stoic, for sure. Like the King of Pentacles is incredibly stoic. They don't want to speak with emotion, per se. They kind of want to show off their body and their physicality to impress more than anything else. But there is something here where he wanted to come across like as witty or charming or I don't know, like something along those lines. Very put together, like a leader. Exactly. Let's see. What was he thinking? What were his thoughts towards chakra? What were his thoughts towards chakra? So he was thinking that you guys are a good match for each other because I have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and Spirit knows whenever I see that in the same reading that they match and that he feels like you guys are a good match. We have again an indication of him needing to find mental strength, so he was really holding back from acting on urges. He was appearing very put together and self-disciplined to you, very stoic to you, but on the outside, on the inside, he was like, oh my god, like he wanted to act on these impulses and do these things, and he had all these thoughts going on in his head. Let's see what else. What was he thinking? So he's kind of coming through as saying something that happened today. I don't know. He feels like you guys got to a new level. So maybe when you said that he was a little bit more social, he feels like that changed the dynamic of the relationship. He feels like you guys hit a little marker, like you guys got a little further or made a bit more progress. There's like something here indicating like I persevered or I got to a certain point further, or maybe I got further than I've gotten before. I think that he really thinks hard about how he interacts with you, and he like can be kind of hard on himself as far as like if he does something or says something that it might, looking back, might have embarrassed him, or maybe something that he wished that he would have done differently. So he really he thinks a lot about these interactions, even if they're like micro expressions, so to speak, and you don't really feel like much is happening. He analyzes those interactions like very critically, and he tries as hard as he can to do things differently or learn from those past regrets, so to speak. So yeah, He also may have been feeling frustrated, like sexually frustrated when he saw you. That's like another thing that's coming through. Yeah, so that is what I've got for you, Taka. Thanks for your patience. I know you waited a minute, so I really appreciate that. Next up, we have Jennifer. Jennifer, if you're here, if you can check in, say hey, hello, or drop an emoji in the chat. If you're not here, I will timestamp your reading. Oh, ignore that thing that says donations closed soon because they're already closed. I forgot to turn off my Nightbot. You're welcome, Taka. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for checking in. Freaking Nightbot saying donations are open. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and post an updated list for those of you who are wanting to know where you are. Jennifer says, what's the energy of my job hunt? I'm looking for a part-time job so I can focus more on my small business. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. If you're ready, you can post your yes or no question as well as your BOGO questions. If you don't know what they all are, you can just post what you do know. That way we can move on to your questions soon and we don't have to wait, because I do need to get these done within like the next 40 minutes. All right, so let's see. What is the energy of Jennifer's job hunt, please? What is the energy of Jennifer's job hunt? So, Jennifer, I'm kind of getting that you are like, I would love to do something that I would like to do, but I honestly at this point just need to make some money. It's kind of what I'm getting here with the 10 of Pentacles. I see you really trying to brainstorm and think of a bunch of things to do. Like, you're probably thinking, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Do I just do 3 different things and hopefully they'll equal the one thing that I need? You might be just going down a bunch of different avenues and routes, maybe like things you normally wouldn't have even thought of to do, possibly because you're just like, I need to do something. And I feel like what you feel is that every time you try to start over or start new and get somewhere, like it doesn't end up working out. Like you feel like it kind of gets shut down or it ends up being a dead end, like a non-starter. So I feel like what deep down inside you really want is kind of something that aligns with you and your needs, and something that would maybe be a bit flexible possibly. You don't want to hate your job. So that's the energy, but let's look at kind of what the projection is for finding this side job. What the outcome is, please, Spirit. What is the outcome? What is the outcome? Ooh, okay, so I like this. We have big changes coming in quick for you, Jennifer. Things coming in fast. I'm seeing that you have good business sense. So something tells me that it's kind of related to what you're doing with your small business. Something that's going to help you kind of learn, like whatever this job is that's coming in, and like I said, it's coming in fast for you. It's something that you will be able to utilize some of these skills that you acquire through your small business. So either your small business has set you up to get this job, to land this job, or you get this job and then this job teaches you something about your small business. They're kind of working hand in hand with one another. Whatever this job is, it's going to give you, yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. Either what you do with this job gives you the qualifications to land the actual job that's going to make money right now, or vice versa. Once you land it, it helps your small business. But like I said, they're going hand in hand here is kind of what I'm hearing. Let's see. Something makes me feel like you'll be hesitant to take this position because maybe it's not as much money or as many hours as you were hoping to equal what it is you're looking for. But I do feel like you take it because it is something that you need right now and you think that you might be able to make it work. Let's see, what's the projection here? What's the outcome? I see feminine energy. I feel like it's a work from home or maybe a hybrid situation as well. Yeah, so I feel like that's the extent of what I'm getting right now. But I see a job coming in pretty quick. I think it's something that you question if it's exactly going to be the right fit for you. But I feel like you actually take that just because you're like, well, it's something, and hopefully it will get you to where you need to be. Maybe they say, okay, well, we can pay you this amount of money per month per hour, and you're like, oh, that sounds great. And then they're like, but we can only give you like 15 hours per week. And you're like, okay, that's not exactly as much money as I was hoping for, but it's at least something, and I can still do my small business on the side. Like, something about it is not actually exactly what you wanted, and I'm hearing like it has to do with the money or the hours. I think the job itself is fine for you, but yeah. But I think it's coming in fast for you, and I do think you end up taking it. Perfect. All right, Jennifer, thank you so much for the donation and for your patience waiting for your reading. You are very welcome. So next up we have Beautiful. After Beautiful, we have Vetus, then we have Queen Resilient, then we have Josie, then Eliana. Yeah, we can do whatever order you want, Beautiful. Is that your yes or no question? Because it says number 2, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss something. Was that supposed to be your first question? Okay, you got it. Please show me a yes or a no for beautiful love, please. Okay, so I am getting a yes. I'm specifically hearing karma is serving him in regards to his material things. So material belonging for his finances, it's hitting him in the money spot. So like I almost got a message. It came in kind of fuzzy, but it was like he might even be selling his personal items to make quick cash. So actually look at Marketplace, because I wonder if you'll see any of his listings on like Facebook, or his Craigslist or something. I don't know how people sell things anymore. I'm assuming Marketplace is probably the only place anymore. I don't think is Craigslist dead at this point? It probably is. But basically, like I hear him saying like, or hear like them saying that he might be trying to get creative with obtaining money. I feel like he probably doesn't have a lot to sell or give away, but I'm still hearing that for some reason. Like I said, it's not fully coming in, so maybe it hasn't happened yet, but he might be thinking about it. He feels restricted and he's not able to make certain purchases that he wants to make. Normally, I feel he would go to you to purchase certain things, and he's not able to do that right now. So he does feel limited in that regard. So it's okay. You can laugh all you want to. Okay, so what is your first question of your BOGO? I signed over the title to him because he demanded for it. I heard he is struggling and someone just stole his cattle converter, and he only has liability on his card. Damn. So yeah, remember when I said it has to do with like his possessions? He's like holding on to them, like holding on to his things, his belongings. Would like to know what to expect tomorrow from hubby. I'm going back to his place with my sister and her husband just to go grab all my belongings. Not really sure if he'll be home, but we are arriving there in the morning unexpectedly. Oh shit. Alright, what can beautiful love expect tomorrow from her husband? What can beautiful love expect tomorrow from her husband? So they're kind of showing the cold shoulder. So beautiful love, if he is there, you're going to get a lot of the silent treatment. If he's not there, he's probably not going to like even bother reaching out to you. I feel like he only is going to contact you when he needs something from you. Let's see. You do. You need to go get your shit before he tries to sell it. Maybe that's why it was like a message that you needed to hear. Because like, I actually did have that thought. Honestly, I did, but I didn't say it. But then I remembered when you said, like, I told him to just do what he wants with it. So, you know, then I was like, oh, well, maybe she won't care. So I didn't say anything. But yeah, maybe that's a message that you needed to hear Will he be home? Will he be home? All right, so it is looking like he'll be home. I don't know if he'll be there the whole time that you're there, but I am getting that he will be there at some point. Or he should be there at some point in the morning. But yeah, you're gonna get a lot of the cold shoulder, a lot of the silent treatment. He'll probably try to stay out of the rooms and out of the way. What to expect tomorrow, please? I think because your sister will be there, he's gonna kind of try to stay away, at bay. I think if you end up having some one-on-one with him, he might try to keep it PC, but I do feel like there is a marker here indicating that possible drama can occur. There's indicating of like emotions being heightened, like climactic emotions. You know, honestly, beautiful love, what you should do so that way you don't have to move the bed is you just put it on Marketplace or you sell it online, and then that somebody will come and get it and they'll send you money, and you know, that way you don't have to worry about moving it out of the house. That means it better for me to have someone with me then. Yes, definitely bring your sister, because I think that he'll be more calm. Because like, here's the thing, like if I'm getting the message that he might have sold your stuff or might be planning on it, he would probably not be very happy that you decided to come back and get your belongings, especially if you said do what you want with them. He probably was like, huh, maybe this is a way, you know, so he might have already started been planning or plotting to get, maybe sell these things, or it was like in the back of his mind. So he might not be very happy that you're coming to get these things, especially if it's items that he uses or if he had other plans for them. So I am getting that like there could be some drama if you have like any time alone with him. But I feel like generally speaking, especially because your sister's going to be there, he's going to be more silent and kind of out of the way. He said probably, so I better hurry. I see what you're saying. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Do you know how long you're supposed to be there tomorrow? Because I was going to say, if you have a picture of it in your phone, you could always post it now and then say, meet me tomorrow, first come, first served. I need this gone ASAP. And then if someone doesn't come while you're there, then you can make a decision what to do at that point. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting, beautiful love, as far as his reactions. I just really hope that this doesn't turn into something like climactic, like drama, you know, like I really hope this doesn't turn into like some big thing. But I guess we'll see. Well, that's your prerogative, beautiful love. You're nicer than me. You're nicer than me. Because if I knew that he was seeing someone else, I'd be like, I am not about to give them a bed to do whatever they want, you know? He can sleep on the floor. That's how I feel. But you're nicer than I. So I didn't want to go there, but my sister and her husband wants me to get all my things. Yeah, no, you need to go get your shit. Like, you do need to go, but don't linger, don't hang around. Something tells me that either he's there when you get there and then he leaves, or you guys get there when he's not home. Do you still have the keys to the place? But if you still have the keys, like, I kind of get that you're either gonna have to wait around for him to get there. I don't know. Something tells me he's only there part of the time, and I don't know if that's when you guys get there or after you get there. Okay. So yeah, he might be coming back to this, and he just like sees you moving all your stuff out. What is your second question, beautiful love? Thanks, honey. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, the sooner that you get there, the better, though, because at least right now, there's a chance that you can still let yourself in. There's a chance you can still get your stuff. Is your name on the lease? Is your name, like, still... Or did you take yourself off? Yeah, I would also be worried about him, like, getting behind on the money. You might want to go to the landlord or the leasing office and see if there's any way to get yourself removed from the lease. They might make you pay a fee, but then it would transfer to him, and it won't hurt your credit or your renting history. Don't want that to affect you, you know? You guys just moved in there. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, that's even better then. All right. What's going to happen now that all this is happening? What's going to happen after all of this? Well, that's working to your advantage, so that works. Vetus, if you're here, you can post your question. What's going to happen next now all this is happening? What's going to happen after all this? What can beautiful love prepare for? Got it. Thanks, Vetus. He is going to probably be very mad, yeah. Says emotions are running high, so... What's going to happen after all of this between them? What's going to happen? So they are showing, beautiful love, that you specifically are moving on. I have the Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords. So they're showing me that you are likely to be the one to fully walk away from this yourself, because I think that you're a little bit fed up with what is happening, what is going on. We have the death card, so it does indicate some things coming to an end. But I still feel like you guys are in that like medium ground. Maybe not 50-50, but I feel like you guys are more like 60-40. I'm really paying attention to the Two of Pentacles, where he's kind of juggling the two, but one is higher than the other. One weighs more than the other. So that kind of is giving like a 60-40 or a 70-30, where there's still the chance that you guys work this out, but the odds are leaning more in with it's not going to happen. But it's like, yeah, it's like 70-30, 60-40, something like that, where it's like most likely not that you guys are going to work this out, but there's still like that small chance. This is still a turning point time. This is still, you know, there's still the option to come back from this, but I see you walking away. I see you not wanting to be a part of it anymore. So you might be just detaching yourself from this. That might be why the gap is closing as far as going back and working this out with him, because you're kind of in a place where I think you're removing yourself from this. You're pulling yourself from the equation. You're removing yourself from this equation, basically. I see for a little while you guys still feeling discontent in your individual lives. I don't think that this makes you very happy, and I don't think this will make him happy either. So while you'll see micro changes in your life, I do feel like mostly overall for the next couple of months you're going to feel kind of like you're in this limbo state. But I think that the further that goes on, the more and more you remove yourself. Like I said, I do think that there's still an option to work this out, but I just don't think we've gone too far to the no return. But I think we're leaning more towards this becoming more final or more permanent. I think that you would really have to see him change or do something differently that would consistently for you to consider going back, because I feel like you've been so strong, and it's like you would think to yourself, well, what did I do this for? Like, I can't just go back, you know. I have to make sure that this is a real change. So for a little while, I'm getting over the next couple of months even, you kind of feel like you're walking in the same place. Like, almost the image they gave me is like a treadmill, you know, where it's like you're walking, you know you're moving, you know there's micro changes, but you're not really going anywhere, or nothing really looks different to you around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything kind of seems the same, like almost like time is standing still a little bit. So it's definitely a wait and see approach that you'll be going through over the next couple of months. But that's about as far and as confident I am with that projection. Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. All right, well, beautiful love. You've got this. You're strong. Hang in there. Next up, we have Venus. Oh no. trouble with my connection. Can you guys see me? I'm trying. My emotions are all over the place. I'll be fine in a moment and then I won't, but I'm trying to be strong. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens, when you're going through something like what you're going through right now. It takes a minute for your body to adjust to the new normal. It's kind of like manifestation, where you think something and you try to bring it into your experience, but it takes a minute for life, your actual reality, to catch up with what your brain is trying to do. And that's the same thing when something like this happens. It's like we all have an adjustment period before we see the changes, before we really can accept or process what's been going on. You're going to be kind of in this frame of mind for a little while. That's just what happens. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Perfect. Thank you for that. All right, so Vita says, advice from spirits. That's good. I was actually thinking about that today. I was going to see if that's one of the meals that you want me to make. Oh, that's okay, Queen. That's all right. I'll pull yours up and we'll do your typed reading in just a second. Advice from Spirit for Vitas, please. Advice from Spirit for Vitas. Oh, Queen. Okay, that sounds good. I'll make sure that I do audio for you then. Whew. Okay, so Vitas, I feel like you're in this place where you might feel a little lost. I'm kind of getting like, you know what you're doing. You do the same thing day in and day out. But I think that you have kind of like existential crises at times, where you're like, what is planned for me? Where am I going? What am I doing? There was something else here. What was this? Shoot, I lost it. But hopefully it comes back. But it's kind of like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this feeling. Like, overall, you're okay. Overall, your life is good. But I think sometimes you get in these places, it could be subconscious, it could be something you are aware of, but there's like this underlying, like, what's next for me? Is this it? Like, is this as good as it gets? And you may burden yourself with that thought. And I do feel like you try as hard as you can to stay as positive as possible. But I think that sometimes the realness of it all can kind of maybe possibly stress you out or give you anxiety, because you just kind of wonder what else is out there. You might go through periods where you wonder, like, do I need a change? Do I need to do something different? Do I need to live somewhere new? But that's also kind of scary, and maybe you don't want to move away from the people that are close to you, if you live close to like family and stuff. But you kind of like, sometimes you look for a shakeup, and I think sometimes you have like happy days, good days where you're more positive, and then, those other times where you might, I don't know. I just feel like Venus, you sometimes kind of like, what do I have to look forward to? That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting. And you really try not to go down that rabbit hole. Because I have the Queen of Swords here, so it's making me feel like you really try to stay as logical as possible, but sometimes your logical mind takes over, and that's what can put you in these thought processes. Some advice that I am getting is if you feel the sudden urge or sudden desire to do something spontaneous, don't do that with life decisions. Do it with, if you want a weekend getaway or you want to go out of the country for a trip, that's fine, but don't move there like on a whim. So the advice here is like, definitely shake things up, go do things that you haven't done before, but don't make like big life changes unless you've really sat on it and really thought about it. But I think that what would be good for you, Vetus, is to like get out and do something different. Even if it means you're going and doing it on your own, just to have like a shakeup. I think sometimes we can get really stuck in our environment and we forget we're just a little speck, in the grand scheme of things. Like if you pull out all the way to space, like you can't even see you know what I mean? It's just like it's unsettling, but also a peaceful thing to realize that we're just such a small speck on the entire earth. So I just feel like the reason I brought that up, I was like, wait, where am I going with this? The reason I brought that up is because we get stuck in our own environment and we look at our house, in our yard, and our families, like our whole entire world, but we completely forget how much grander the world actually is and how much more there is to experience here. And I think that it would be really good for you to get out. Hey Kay, no, my plan is not to come back tonight. I really want to come back tomorrow, but we're going sort of out of town tomorrow, and I don't know when I'm going to be home, so you might see me tomorrow night, but you wouldn't see me again before then. Let's see, what other advice do we have for Vetus? You might do really good, Vetus, for doing like a retreat, like a place that you can get away for a weekend, or if you have like any back-to-back days off, or if you have any vacation days to use, something where you can get out, because I feel like you really resonate. Thank you, Kay. I feel like you really resonate with the spiritual side of things, the metaphysical side. You and I've kind of touched on that a little bit, and so I think getting out and doing some type of retreat where you have like-minded people and you try something new, and maybe you go to like a sound bath or a meditation, or a massage or something that kind of like gets you out of where you are day in and day out, that might not put you in this place, this mental space that you can sometimes find yourself in, would be really good for you. You do a lot of things that take care of others. You spend the majority of your life taking care of other people, and I think the advice here is to also remember that you've got to also take care of you, and you do have so much life to do something with. Let's see. Advice from Spirit. Do you have any passions, Vetus? Like, do you like home design or home improvement? Do you like being creative? Do you like art? I don't know, like and I feel like I've probably said this to you a couple of times, but I feel like it's important you get yourself a hobby. um, they kind of keep repeating that. Not anymore. Is that because of what you've got going on personally, or is it just because you just haven't? Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, well, we can start small. You know, they have those workshops that are like paint and sip workshops. Brendan and I did, I don't know why it's coming to mind, but Brendan and I did, what was it called, hun? It was like wooden, there wasn't wooden wine, that sounds kind of wrong. It was it stain and sip? I don't know, but basically we went to this place and we got to pick out the type of artwork that we were going to do, and we decided to get these 2 wooden plaques and like distress and stain them, and we got a beverage and it was kind of fun. So it's like something fun to do with like your daughter, or even on your own, where you're like just kind of getting out of your world for just a little bit, starting off small. That way you don't have to go too far from home if you don't want to be out for hours and hours and hours, or gone for a whole weekend. But like the main message that I'm getting is to kind of get out of your everyday environment, and kind of just see how that feels. So that's what I've got for you, Vetus. Next up we have Queen. And Queen said that I do not have to do typed anymore. You want some water? Of course, Vetus. You're very welcome. I hope that helps. I just dropped the rock. I don't know where it went. Hey Lorraine, how are you? Queen, if you're here, if you can please say hi, hello, check in with me, drop an emoji, something like that, so I know you're here. And if you are present, we'll get started. If not, I'll make sure I timestamp. Good, I'm glad, Vetus. That makes me happy. After Queen, we have Josie. Thanks, Queen. So Josie, you can post your question if you're ready. How is Junior feeling towards me currently? I feel he has backed off, closed off in his head, either dealing with someone from his past or dealing with hurt from his past. Josie, I have your question. Thank you. How is Junior currently feeling? How is Junior currently feeling towards Queen? So Queen, I am getting confirmation there is a third-party energy. I'm going to confirm if this is a mental thing or if it's a actual thing. So they're showing me it's mental. So likely they're still dealing with hurt and issues from the past. I'm not necessarily getting that this person is actually physically involved. Like, I'm not getting that they're talking to each other, things like that. But you can have third-party energy without the person actually being in communication. You can just have third-party energy like a ghost, you know what I mean? Like a mental strain kind of thing that's affecting the connection. Lorraine, thank you for supporting and hanging out. I'm glad you're doing well. So they are showing me that, but they are showing me that it's more mental than anything. I have here with the Page of Swords that he is extremely overwhelmed mentally. The Page of Swords is restless as hell. The Page of Swords can't stop thinking, can't stop searching, can't stop wondering. So I feel like he's almost overworking his brain day in and day out. It also indicates that he may be unconcerned with your feelings. So how that would interpret is maybe not being considerate of how this situation may be making you feel. So he may be focused more on the facts and more on what's going on with his life, but without extending that consideration to you and how he has now involved you, but not really taking those matters to heart. And that can be probably pretty hurtful. But they are showing and acknowledging that he is more self-centered in his mentality at this time. And they are showing me that he probably won't be reaching out. The Emperor is here, which makes me feel like he's trying to remain stoic, unemotional, unbothered, unfazed. And the Emperor also indicates kind of sometimes a stubbornness, in my opinion. I always say the Emperor is sitting on a rock like a throne, unmoved, unchanged, which means that they'll likely continue this trajectory of being more reserved and not really coming forth or being forthcoming. Yeah, so that's kind of where he's at right now. But is there anything that you needed confirmed, or do you feel like that kind of gives you a good idea of what's going on here? I figure that's what he's doing. Yeah. So the only other thing that I'm getting here with the Two of Pentacles is that he still goes back and forth in his head about you. That's not really much to go on, I know, just because you're like, okay, well, I want to see proof, I want to see evidence, I want to see him trying, and I'm not actually getting that. But if you ever wonder to yourself, like, do I ever cross his mind anymore? Like, am I just like a blip and I'm gone? And, no, he does think about you. You do cross his mind. He hasn't forgotten about you. Yeah, self-sabotage. Yeah, that's a good point. Lorraine, what are you cooking? Eliana, I have your question. Yeah, Queen, I'm kind of there with you, to be honest. I don't know. I'm at this stage in my life where I'm just like, I wasted so much time on people that didn't deserve it, and I lost sleep. Like, I would think it would just be consuming me, and it would go on for months or even years, and nothing ever came of it. Nothing ever was going to come of it. And now I fast forward where I am now, and I'm just like, wow, I wasted so much time. And I just feel like I'm at this point where, like, I want to tell all you guys, I know that it's hard, and I know that it sucks when you make a connection with someone, but I also think to myself, like, you have like one life to live as the person that you are, and why are we going to waste it on no, if you're not matching energy, goodbye. That's how I feel, and it's easier said than done, I'm sure, but you're welcome, Queen. All right, so next up we have Josie. Josie just posted like 5 minutes ago, but I think she's still in here. Josie, just to confirm that you are present, if you can just drop an emoji or say hi in the chat for me, please. Green pepper, green onions, chopped in tiny pieces, vegan omelet with diced potatoes. Ooh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Yum. You know what's really good is salsa in your eggs, and that probably sounds so disgusting. Eggs give me the ick like really easily, but I used to put salsa in my eggs all the time, and it was so good. Chorizo and eggs is also freaking fantastic. Ever make chorizo mixed with your eggs and potatoes and then make like a burrito? Girl. Hey Josie, thanks for checking in with me. I agree, Luna. I wish I would have ended things with Jay so much sooner, but I'm here to say I'm finally over him. We love it. We love that. It's kind of crazy too, because once you're over it, you're just over it. And you're just like, what was I even doing? It's like somehow you come out of the fog. It's weird. It's weird to look back on, because then you're like, I'm not even the same person that I was. It's like suddenly everything becomes clear. So good. There's this burrito we used to get from this place called El Patron. We used to live in an apartment with a Mexican restaurant right in the neighborhood, and they had this burrito filled with rice and beans and chicken, and then it was a burrito, so then it was also topped with the queso, and it had shrimp and chorizo on top. Oh my god, it was so freaking good. Like, just imagine a big ass burrito smothered in queso with like shrimp and chicken. Oh, it was so good. I speak, and it actually is the same flavor, but I'm not a vegan, so I'll just have the sausage. But yeah, I've tried the Morningstar crumbles, I think it was, and I would say it tasted pretty close. No more rose-colored glasses. Yeah, it was so good, and we now have a place near us called Mi Jalisco, but they don't have that burrito anymore. It was like, I think it was called the Burrito Azteca, and I miss that burrito so much. Mexican food is the shit. Alright, so Josie says frustration from lack of commit with D. Oh my goodness, Josie. Alright, was he just playing games with Josie? Please show me a yes or a no. Was he just playing games with Josie? So they're showing me, Josie, that, okay, overall, yes, I feel like this person was playing you, but I feel like it was more about what they got from you that they really felt that they needed at that time. So, for instance, if you gave this person a lot of your attention and a lot of your effort, that made them feel good and that inflated their ego. Everyone likes compliments, everyone likes attention on them, everyone likes fun, stimulating conversation. Another example would be if you gave them money, or if you gave them a place to stay, or if you sent them sexy pictures. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think of all the things, but it's basically like almost like he did take advantage of the situation, Josie, with you. And to that extent, he was playing you because he was using you for something that he felt he wanted or needed when he was communicating with you. It does feel selfishly motivated. I feel like he wasn't actually prepared to give you something real, I have the Page of Pentacles, which means someone wanting to give an offer, but not really realizing what all that entails. And so there might have felt like there were broken promises, or that he led you on or led you to believe that this was something more than it was. And he had no right to do that because he wasn't in a position to offer that to you. Let's see. Has he moved on from Josie? Please show me a yes or a no. Has he moved on from Josie? Has he officially moved on from Josie? Please show me a yes or a no. I am getting a no. He has not officially moved on from you. But how this would present for you is that he could still try to get in communication with you, use the situation to his advantage once again. By saying that he hasn't moved on means he hasn't like deleted your number. He still knows that he has that card. He still has that card to play. Let's see. Yeah, so it's like, no, he hasn't moved on from you, but I don't think it's necessarily in the sense that you're asking. Because you want to know, like, does he still have feelings for you? Does he still have feelings for her? Should she expect to hear from him again? Yeah, you could expect to hear from him again. And I will say that, like, he still has attraction for you. And if he did have feelings for you, they're still there. But again, I just want to reiterate that I do feel like he used the situation to his advantage. And it's definitely giving you something less than you deserve. So let me know, Josie, if you want any clarification on this. I'm almost hearing, like, Josie, that he kind of love bombed you. I'm curious if you're dealing with narcissist, because I have the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. And Knight of Swords is like something that happens very quick, very fast, very sudden. And you're kind of like thinking to yourself, how can this person say these things? They don't even really know me. Make you feel very wanted and very desired very, very, very quickly. And to me, that's what these two cards are describing. But that also can mean love bombing. And what that is making someone really doting on you and making you feel safe. And then they start pulling away. But you're already like addicted to this person and wanting this person around you. And now you've really grown affections for this person. And it's almost like an intentional type of thing that they do. So if that sounds right to you, like if you feel like in the beginning of your connection or your relationship, that they really gave you a lot more and then kind of pulled back, that could be what that is. Maybe that's just something that needs to be acknowledged for you. You're welcome. All right, so Eliana. Lorraine says, I had Mexican shrimp fajitas the other day. I love fajitas. Oh my gosh. That's something that I get probably, I don't know, 9 times out of 10. When I go to a Mexican restaurant, I get fajitas. They're so good. All right, so Eliana, I know you're in here because I see you typing. So Eliana, last but not least tonight. So Jay reached out again. I did not respond. Oh my gosh. What does he want? All right. For those of you who are heading out, if you haven't had the chance to yet, please hit that like before you leave. I would really appreciate it. We are wrapping up our last reading of the night. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow night. If not, you'll definitely see me Friday. I haven't done an 18+ stream in a while, so make sure you come back for that. What does Jay want with Eliana? Okay, the funniest thing, Eliana, is I know you're over him, but the Page of Wands isn't reversed and it indicates someone who breaks your heart. So I think that's kind of interesting, but I'm gonna keep pulling cards here. What does Jay want with Eliana? Ooh, maybe you're breaking his heart. Because I have here with the Eight of Cups next to the Page of Wands, it says moving on. So maybe he feels like he's not able to really walk away from this, but he feels you walking away and he's not ready to accept the reality of this. He's probably still in denial. You know, he's making his bed, you know, he's lying in the bed he made. Like, what does he want? What does he want specifically? What does he want specifically? He wants another chance. I have the Death card here. I feel like almost like he's just gonna keep harassing you until you're like, leave me the fuck alone, and like you block him. But he's looking for another chance. I truthfully think this is someone who is always going to look at you like the one that got away. And I think he's going to do whatever he can to make sure that he stays in your energy. And whenever he feels you pulling away, whenever he feels you like moving on or letting go or not thinking about him as much, he does what he can to put himself back in your mind. Oh, right. He always comes out that way. So it's almost like you're breaking his heart now. You're moving on from him. He doesn't like that. He wants to keep trying. He would tell you he wants another chance and that he misses you and that he's going to do whatever it takes even to be with you again. Or, you know, he wants to prove to you that he wants to be consistent and he wants to show you how hard he's trying, I guess you can say. But yeah, I think until you really like tell him, like, or you block him, I think he's still going to keep trying to find a way. It's really interesting though how these people do this, because where was this effort before? Where was all this effort before, you know? It's interesting. Luna, I agree with that. I'm ignoring him. I can't change my number because my business, and blocking him doesn't work because he calls. Oh my god, he calls from different numbers. Jesus. Yeah, definitely don't change your number or change any part of your life due to him. So I wanted to know specifically like why he's contacting you, and it's essentially to try to change your mind and ask for another chance. He basically wants, and is he like contacting you like occasionally? Like, would you say it's like once a month, or you know, like every few weeks or something? Do you feel like it's not like every day? It's just more like every once in a while? Because now that I think about it, I'm also like, but is this really more effort than what he was doing before? It's not. You're just not giving him the time of day. But it's like before he would do this, where he would give energy and then pull back. Jesus, 3 to 4 times. Yeah, I feel strongly that you're a challenge for him is kind of what I'm hearing. And, you know, I really do think he knows that he fucked up. I really, really do. I just wonder if, like, this is like, okay, let's play devil's advocate. Let's just say you wanted to try and work things out. Did he really learn his lesson? Or did he just want the challenge of getting you back, and then slowly over time things start going back to the way that they were? Because that's what I think it would be. I think it would be the latter. I think that it's just a matter of trying to get you back. You know, I think to the core he still is who he is, and nothing's really going to change that. Yeah. My BFF said I may have to tell him she picked up on his energy the other day and so she pretty much says he's wanting another chance. Yeah, for sure. 100,000%. I mean, with the death card here, it's saying I want another chance. For sure. Which I know you don't want, so yeah. Damn. Well, that's the tea, girl, but I think you kind of already knew. He already knew that. But I think that your friend is right, that you need to be direct with him. You know, you can literally be like, not that you'll actually do this, but like you could threaten him. You could say, literally, leave me alone. If I hear from you again, if you call me from your number or random numbers, I will get a restraining order. Like, you could always say that, and that will make it loud and clear for him. Not that you're actually going to do that, but I mean, you could. But I think honestly, he needs to just leave you alone. He needs to cut ties with you. He needs to accept the fate that he has been dealt, the choice that he made that led him here, and he needs to move on. Yeah. All right, guys, that is where I'm going to leave it. I do have to run off here because we got big plans and I have to get up early in the morning. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Eliana, thank you for the donation and your patience for your turn. He needs to accept what he calls. Exactly. You're welcome. All right, y'all. Until next time. Bye. Adios.